Let's see. It's gonna work this time. Do. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay. So I know I haven't been uploading or streaming for a while. And the reason why I haven't been was because I've been trying to figure out a good volume level for my mic when I'm streaming, because my voice is so much slower than anyone else's. So I've been trying to do that, and think I'm doing another test to see if we are gonna see if this volume level is good. If not, we'll up it for next time. So there's two things I'm gonna attempt to do in this stream. One, I do the recent Easter egg in Outbreak. I keep getting close to that, but I keep dying in the boss fight. And then number two, just seeing how high we can go by ourselves. And so right now we are doing a private game, and we're gonna see if we can do the recent Easter egg right now, and see if we can do that, and then we'll try to go as high as we can. But so yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. Also, I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason why I just haven't been wanting to stream or upload is because I don't really get anyone watching, so I'm like, what's the point? If I could get people watching, then I would do them more frequent, but right now I can't get anyone.
Field ops, I have lost contact with one of my Ethereal harvesters. Requesting strike team investigate.
My team's already en route, Dr. Strauss.
But okay, so basically the first 3 waves of words or whatever you want to call them are gonna be grinding, because I'm sure a lot of you know, but for those who don't, then you can't do the recent Easter egg over a second outbreak Easter egg until round 3, then you can start. So basically we're just gonna be grinding for points and equipment, cause I know how to do all the steps for the Legion Easter egg, for both outbreak Easter eggs actually. Ideally, like I said, I failed in the boss fight of the Legion Easter egg, and because back at that time like I was trying to go too fast because of time, but I've learned from people that don't pay attention to the time, cause it will just mess you up. So this time if we get there, we are just going to ignore the time and do that. So but no. Cold War zombies in my mind is better than Vanguard zombies. Not because he has more modes and maps, but in my mind it's better just because, like, I don't know, like, yeah, like, there just seems to be something about it that's better, and I don't know what it is, but so in case you don't know what outbreak is or whatever, it's basically zombies on multiplayer maps, but I'm sure everyone knows what outbreak is. But so these things right here on the map, it looks like a dragon, and if you play outbreak, you always want to make sure you do those, just because look at all this loot that it just gave me. So basically free armor, a free gun, free salvage, which you can use to upgrade your gun.
Put the hurt on them.
So it's just worth it to do those, even if like you have say 2 wonder weapons, still you can do those for the salvage and the other stuff, but and then in the outbreak, no matter if you're going for like survival or an Easter egg, then you always want to travel around the map, look for those boxes that I just opened,
One less biter.
and see if this is why a free poke with this locks you onto the head instantly, a monkey, a epic shotgun, I almost call it legendary. I know a lot of you are probably gonna get upset that I'm explaining how to play Outbreak, but it's like you never know if there's someone watching that hasn't played or experienced Outbreak, so it's best to explain it, so in case you do have someone, then they're not gonna be flooding comments like, oh, what's that mode, what's that mode? So from my experience, people do that anyway on YouTube. And like my favorite YouTuber, Enoki Ninja, which he's a Star Wars YouTuber. And the reason I like him is because unlike a lot of these other YouTubers, he doesn't sugarcoat it. If you suck, he'll tell you straight up you suck. He's not gonna tell you, oh no, you're not bad, you just need a little improvement. The only way someone's gonna get better is by you telling them, hey, you suck. But you don't just tell them, hey, you suck, just to be mean. You tell them, hey, you suck, but this is how you can improve. And like that's what I do. And you see that golden chest that I just activated, basically it spawns in a whole lot of zombies that you have to kill. You're not limited on time though, so that's a good thing. So you don't have to worry about time, you just have to kill them all. So it's basically just survival right here. And you see I just killed them all. So if you wait for that thing to go to legendary, then you
good enough for me.
Then
I can fight with this.
Then what's it saying? If you watch my videos, then you know I brain for a lot. And the reason I brain for a lot is because I'm not gonna get into the whole story, but basically I have a brain injury, and that's why I have a lot of brain falls. That's why you can tell by listening to me I stutter a bit, and my voice is lower because of that. I mean, my voice in real life is louder, but I don't know, just on electronics, when it picks up my voice, it picks it up lower than what I'm speaking. So, but yeah, so basically there's one more side event on the map that we have. We clear like half the map, and it's always good to take your time on outbreak. Go across the map, get points and all that. I mean, you just try and get through objectives, then you can go straight for objectives every time, but if you're trying to do the Easter egg, at least release an Easter egg, then you need to go across the map, get points and get supplies. Because during the boss fight, it gets really hectic and you're trapped in one specific area. So, yeah, so, mainly I say if you're playing outbreak solo or with like one other person, then I say you wanna go across the map, get supplies. But if you're playing it with 4 other people, you don't really need to do that. You don't really need to go across the entire map. Just because with there being 4 people, there's gonna be more people to help you out. So, but yes, so I just finished watching a hockey game too. Is the playoffs, and I was watching the Carolina Hurricanes versus Boston Bruins. I'm not from Carolina, but I live in Carolina right now, so I was going for the Carolina Hurricanes, which they won, so I'm kind of excited about that. Also too, they said multiple franchise records. So I'm kind of excited that maybe they could win the Stanley Cup.
Looks like we're too late. Strike team, finish harvesting the Aetherium.
We'll see it. The Stanley Cup, in case you're not familiar with hockey, then Stanley Cup is the championship in the NHL. And so the NHL series, all of them are best of 7. Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is home and away. Nothing else changes. Every series is best of 7. So, but basically why I like hockey, I'm a big hockey fan too. Why I like hockey is because I had to, after like a lot of the hospital, I had to relearn everything, and hockey was a big part of my therapy. So we didn't plan on it being my therapy. My mom just passed it off as a tax write-off, but then it just became something more than a tax write-off, and because it was so good for me, then she couldn't just stop it. So we became season ticket holders for the Bakersfield Condors for 10 straight seasons, and it was the ECHL Condors, not the AHL Condors. And so when the ECHL Condors moved back east because the ECHL was becoming East Coast Hockey League again, then it was,
We must escape. Break the
then
locks.
the Oilers affiliate moved to Bakersfield, and you're not familiar with Bakersfield, it's kind of like what Everywhere is in Arizona. It's just a desert. And when the Condors became an AHL team, which is basically the one step below the NHL, then we couldn't buy season tickets anymore because the prices were so high, and so that was gonna be our 11th season as season ticket holders, and everyone knew us too. That's how long we were season ticket holders. Like literally everyone in that arena knew us. And so everyone in that arena knew us. All the players knew us. Heck, and then in the ECHL, a lot of other teams players knew us because I would. Ooh, that hole. I didn't know a zombie spawned behind me, but like after every game, I would sit out in the parking lot with my parents, and we would just wait for basically the condo players to come up, and it takes a while too because they have to shower and change and do all that. So it would take a while, so oftentimes we didn't get home from games until like 11, sometimes midnight, and all the players knew us because we did have even opposing team players. I would always tell them good game whether we won or lost, and so many, and even the visiting team players loved that. Even quite a few of them said they loved playing in Bakersfield against the Condors because they knew after every game I was waiting to tell them good game, and with some of them, it was such a nice thing to do, just because, you know, a lot of them were away from friends and family, so, and then having a stranger see it wait, like basically essentially use their time and tell you good game no matter what happened, then they appreciated that, and that's the human part of sports. Like, yeah, I'm all for like rooting for your team and all that, but it's like it's entertainment, but don't forget it's still humans playing it. So
I owe you a great debt.
so
I will repay it
like so
in blood.
so basically, even if they're like, say the reason your team lost, you still need to at least respect them as a human being, because they're doing it for your entertainment, and because obviously they like the sport, but you need to, you always need to remember that that is someone is a human being, is someone's kid wearing that jersey, and so like you don't have to like them, but respect them as a human being. Like, for instance, one time at a contest game, then after the game when they were doing the 3 stars of the game, we set 3 teams that, at least in the initial thing, what the contest did, which is usually different everywhere you go, but what the contest did was the 3 stars came out and tossed t-shirts into the stands, and one time my favorite player came out and was a star, and then when he went back into the tunnel, I gave him a high five, and then someone came over with a beer and threw the beer on the player, and it's like, that's the part where it's like, respect the human being. You don't need to pour beer on him. It's like, man, even though I was like 8 or 9 years old at the time, I looked back at that person as he was running away, and I was ready to literally kill him, and it's a good thing that our usher was friends with us and was right there, saw what happened, and our usher took off after the guy and security went after him too, and he got banned for it, and it's like okay, it's like yes, like I might have been like I watch a lot of football and they pour stuff they pour Gatorade onto like coach after a championship win, but it's like that's Gatorade, that's not beer. Gatorade is easier to get out than beer. Gatorade doesn't stink like beer. And so good thing was right there, because if he wasn't, I probably would have taken off after that guy. And would have been like a year going after like 20 or 30-year-old. It would have not been good for me. So, and it's like for me, I also had emotional attachments to those players. So it's like for me it wasn't just about teams and all that. I actually had connections to them, emotional connections. So, basically it was like someone was attacking my family whenever they did something like that. And but yeah, so I ended up going, I kind of fell off after I had to stop going to condo games all the time. And like idea like for me I went cross country and track in high school, and for me hockey helped me in track and cross country. I did a lot. I did a lot better when I was going to hockey games all the time. Like literally my sophomore year when I started. Yes, my freshman year I was supposed to stop, but I didn't listen to my parents, decided to play football and broke some bones, and so I had to start sophomore year, and so sophomore year sophomore year I did some things that culturally unheard of, like literally every race I set a new PR, which means a new season record for fastest time for me, and that was like every race. And my junior year wasn't every race, but it was most every race. And then my senior year was when I slowed off, mainly because I wanted to stop going to hockey games all the time, and two, I got thrown into varsity because we basically needed a seventh man for varsity, and everyone else was new, and it's like the courses didn't put me in varsity because I'm varsity failure because I was so much.
Have a target location.
Because I was better. They put me on varsity because I was a big cheerleader for my team. And I didn't find that out till later, till after the season, but my parents told me. And this was how loyal I was. I didn't, like, I wanted to even be moved off varsity. I wanted to be on varsity, but I wanted to be moved off varsity because it was just because I feel like I was holding the team on varsity, and I didn't train at all for varsity because I wasn't expecting it. So I wanted
Recover the Aetherium and load it into the extraction
I
rocket.
wanted off varsity so they could get someone on varsity who could actually help a varsity team out. And I feel like I could do more on JV. And
Canister detached. Operator on the move.
To experience movement and vision impairment.
yeah,
Side effects of ethereal.
so I wanna be moved on JV, but the one person who could have moved up for me didn't want to be moved up because he wanted to. Since I was a senior, he wanted me to be on varsity. Which, I mean, was kinda nice, but I mean, like, I kind of wanted to be moved off varsity and down to GV just so my team could actually do something on varsity, because I would always like come in last place, so I wasn't really helping. And so I got stuck on varsity. I tried my best, and then turns out I wasn't on there to help to like get first place or anything. I was on there to motivate the team, be a cheerleader, or do what I do best. And
Thank you for your assistance.
this was the only time I've seen this from any coach, but my coach at my track ceremony, since it was basically him having to say goodbye to all the seniors, and basically I got my varsity pin for track, and I didn't, and he sent me for last, and I thought I didn't get it, and then when he started talking about me, then when he called me up, then he started crying, and I've never seen a coach cry like that before. I mean, like, literally, he couldn't even finish. He was so upset. The other coach had to step in and finish, which the other coach didn't know me as much. He was a janitor, so of course he didn't work with me a lot. The other coach was my cross-country coach, so he worked with me, and he saw the improvements I made, along with the struggle I had, and along with that, I hold a record. I set the California high school record for like 36 PRs, and that once I was only in 3 years. So if I did that much in 3 years, imagine what I could have done in here with how 4 years.
About time you dropped.
Yes, I'm kind of upset that I didn't listen to my parents and did that. I mean, I missed cross country not because of football in junior high at the end of junior high, and I teased my friend about this and say he did this, but we were playing dodgeball, and so what happened in dodgeball was I was the only one left on my team. It was 2v1, and my friend was on the other team, and basically my team, I went to throw a ball, didn't hit anybody. It went on the ground. My friend picked it up, so I started backpedaling to avoid him. And then while I was backpedaling, my friend missed hitting me with a dodgeball, but as I was trying to dodge it, then I slipped on the gym floor and basically karate chopped the gym floor, and it took me a minute to get up, and I had to go to the office, and basically the whole way to the office, my hand felt like it was gonna fall off. I was holding it between my legs, and my mom picked me up from school, took me to the doctor, and they told me I broke my growth plate, and before that I didn't even know what a growth plate was, and so that happened, and
This'll show them what's what.
And I ended up for the remainder of my 8th grade year. I had my white armor and a cast resist for all my right grip. So that was hard. And then I had my that arm was still in a cast when during my 8th grade graduation, which I was not completely happy about. And then of course some icing on the cake, some lady brought our baby into the gym, which there was a sign that said you don't. And so she brought our baby into the 8th grade graduation ceremony, which you weren't supposed to. And then because she was sitting right in front of my parents, the kid had to go to the bathroom.
Target confirmed as Omega. You're authorized to engage.
And ooh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I can't get that chocolate. I don't have any long points weapons. So yes, the kid had to go to the bathroom when my name got called. And then so the lady stood up to take her kid to the bathroom, and basically my parents missed, well, it's to say my mom missed me getting my 8th grade diploma, which made me even madder to find out. And my dad didn't miss it. He wasn't sitting with my mom because they were divorced. So they were sitting apart, and because my dad and my mom had a lot of problems too, and so they were sitting apart, and so my dad saw me get my 8th grade diploma, but my mom didn't see me get it, and I don't want to stepdad cause he really wasn't, cause he didn't marry my mom yet. And so basically my mom missed it, and at the time I was a little disappointed my stepdad missed it, but oh, not my stepdad, but you know what I mean, that he missed it. And but later down the line I was happy he missed it, cause he turned out to be, because he got caught up in drinking, and then he did it too much, and then kept saying that he would give it up if we let him come back, and we let him come back, and he would go like a week without drinking, and then he would start drinking again. With probably me and my mom should have stepped up and said, no, you can't come back because you keep drinking. And so
uses primordial Ethereum to create the crystals that
are
terraforming the outbreak zone. This is our opportunity to study this unusual substance.
But yeah, they turned out to be a whole fiasco. Oh shoot, I missed the tone. It turned out to be a whole fiasco with him.
Vortex located. Get into position, and we shall begin remote extraction. You have lost power, yes? That's the vortex's electromagnetic field. It should be restored once the harvester has finished.
He ended up moving away towards the home was where we were gonna move to. And he got together with Nasogora, who came in contact with my mom, basically flagging, and my mom explained to her what happened, why they stopped seeing each other, and after that, I don't know what happened. They stopped talking. I don't know if he didn't believe my mom or if she can do things with him. But I mean, drinking alcohol isn't a problem until you actually start getting drunk and doing things while he was drunk. He threatened to burn down my mom's car because he was mad, and it's that's when it's just out of control. But anyway, so I'm getting bored, and so I'm gonna actually exfil right now, and since, like I said, the main reason why I don't like streaming or uploading that much is because I don't give people to watch them, so it's what's the point in me doing it? It just wastes time. Oh shit. Keep my cursor. Now I have to wait for systems to come back. Unless I die here. Back.
Containment at 50%.
Always look both ways.
Bad.
post-mortem.
Containment at 25%.
Primordial Ethereum secure, Doctor.
Assets secured, Control. Proceed when ready.
And
Launch sequence in progress. All systems go. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
since we're hopefully here, we're probably gonna spawn over
I
there.
never doubted you. Our knowledge of primordial Ethereum will only grow with more samples to study.
Anomaly identified. Head to the site to activate the beacon.
Send in Raptor 1. We're ready to RTB.
Good work today. Evac inbound.
So, yep, like I said, just meaning to go down. Like, I'm bored and it's like that's the problem I have with zombies right now. I just can't find a way to stay interested.
Prepping fire for hand cannon.
Get a move on. Omega forces distraction. Clear the area. We need to hurry.
Reaper comes for you. Knock your block off. Infected target removed.
Yeah,
Good attack.
basically when you call that field then in outbreak during exfil you have to kill the zombies in the exfil location fast because after a bit more zombies keep coming into the location, so it keeps going up. And so you have to be kind of fast on it. But anyway, so that is where I'm gonna end the stream. It was like an hour or so, I mean not bad, but like I said, I still getting more people watching. I'll be more into uploading and streaming, but for now we will just make do like this, and it is boring streaming and having no one in chat to talk to. It's like, what's the point in that? Might as well just record a vid and upload it. But anyway, I hope if you watch this, I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if my mic level is good, or if it needs to be upped or turned down. Like I said, I'm trying to find that perfect volume for me. So it takes a little bit, but once I find it, we'll be golden. But I'll see you guys later.